We've been reselling on eBay for 3 months now, and it's time to get real about the numbers.
We've had a total of 36 sales, and we made about...
In this episode, you'll see what a typical day looks like. Taking pictures, prepping listings, balancing my other job. But the real story is what January through April actually made us. We're gonna break down every number and be honest about where we're at. Then I hit the bins, Goodwill, Savers, and it's a slow week. I find some gems, a vintage alarm clock, some solid finds, but it's nowhere near what we need to make this full time. So at the end of this episode, we're gonna talk about what needs to change, what our real goals are, and how we actually make this work. This is episode 7 of our reselling journey. It's never too late to get started, so let's get started.
Okay, so I just photographed my first 3 items. Now that I am closer to the end of my 6 weeks postpartum, I'm trying to step it up and help out more and do more of the photographing and packaging and storing of the items. So that way, whenever Scotty's working on something else like editing, I can jump in and get more listings done because we want to keep ramping up those listings every day in order to make more money.
Mommy, stop.
Testing. All right, so right now I'm editing for a client. I have many clients that I edit for. This one I don't mind sharing with you because they are friends of the channel. This is Red Cow Arcade. They have a podcast. Now I'm editing that right now. This is a 41-minute clip. I'm gonna get through this, and then tonight I have another client that I'm editing for. I have to do that and finish basically tonight, that one. Then early next week I have another client that I'm starting a new job for. So this keeps me very busy. It's good to have this kind of income. I need it right now. And hopefully tonight, take a few more product pictures for eBay. James is asleep right now in the same room with me. I think that's very cozy. Now, in between editing, I like to take 30-minute breaks. Today, I'm choosing to use that break to actually take more pictures. This is what I've done. And I'm gonna do these 2. Then I'm gonna go take about 5 minutes more of my break and then get right back to editing. Take it over to my picture station. Selling this as a bundle. These are freaking awesome, by the way. I love this VHS cover. Oh man, it's so 90s. And that is that. The done pile. Let's just get right into it. I mean, this is what we talked about with the title.
Yes, but before we get into it, please keep in mind, I do clean my house. I just haven't had time today. This is our eBay store review Q1, which basically means from January through about April. And from January 10th through April 15th, we've had 36 sales. And the total sales amount was $1,923.31. After the fees were $708.15. So minus fees, our net sales were $1,215.16.
What does net sales mean?
Net sales means everything you made after all the fees were taken out, but it still it does not include the cost of goods.
Uh-oh.
So when we include the cost of goods, which was $104.28 of what sold, then we're left with a total profit of $1,111.32. However, we have some startup costs. We had to buy a rack, a storage shelving unit. We had to buy a whole bunch of things. We got a P.O. box.
Shipping supplies.
Yep. And then we had other startup costs like inventory costs. So when you factor that into our total profit, you get a negative of $530.60.
So we didn't gain necessarily. We actually have
A loss.
There's a loss of $530.60. At first when I heard this, because we went over this before we started recording, I was like, oh, all of that. And we still, but you know what? That's just the cost of doing business. You can't let it get you down like I did for a minute. You know, it was more than a minute. I was like, man, we lost money. All of those sales, all of that that effort. But that's the beginning. Those are the beginning numbers. And I think you have to expect that.
And on top of that, there's a whole bunch of inventory that hasn't sold yet. So it's not a total loss. It's not really a loss. It's just we're factoring everything that we've ever put into the business. And so for Q1, we are profitable, but we aren't in the black completely yet until we recoup all those costs.
Okay, let's break it down by month, because I feel like that shows more of the story.
January, $78.41.
February, $282.71.
March, $656.67.
April, $909.52.
And actually, that's just the first 2 weeks of April. That's not the whole month of April. So we're going to make more than that.
So you can see that it went up every month by a decent amount, actually. Our top 5 categories of inventory that sold are this. Number 1 were camera and photo. So we did have this big sale on a camera that we sold for $450. We had it lying around. We hadn't been using it in a long time. So we decided to sell it, and it sold fast. The Canon EOS.
Then we had 13.72% for video games and consoles. We had Atari consoles and video games and other video games that sold really quickly. So those are, if you have video games, those sell super, super fast. Video games is a great category.
Number 3 was DVDs and Blu-rays. I guess we were selling a bunch of those. And I think physical media like that like DVDs and VHS, those are making a comeback, and people want to have something tangible. So I guess that's why those sales are up.
Mm-hmm. Especially when you can bundle them. A lot of bundles of DVDs and Blu-rays sell really well. And then the next category, number 4, was men's casual button-down shirts. So those were, that in terms of clothing, that was our best item of clothing to sell.
And then number 5, VHS tapes. There have been people in the comments, not a lot, but some that say don't sell VHS tapes. You're wasting your time. We have found the opposite. Whether it's Disney clamshells that we sold in a bundle, or that Terminator 2 VHS that was sealed, or the Blair Witch that just sold today, it was today. And I'm going to continue doing that, not only because they sell, but because it's fun to get those.
It's also inexpensive.
Yeah, they are
easy to ship.
Easy to ship, inexpensive, and apparently right now people want them. So that's the numbers for you. Overall, I'm excited about this, especially as we are about to increase the amount that we list every day and the amount that we source. This number is gonna go up a lot, I think.
Hello, Dad.
Hi, Mom. We got the comic book bags.
Yeah, we got here.
And boards.
Hey, Dad, we're gonna use this one.
It's heavy.
Here.
And a bunch of other shipments over there. All right, so these are down here where they belong. I've got a bunch of stuff to do today down here. Finally getting a chance. Gotten a lot of editing finished. And now I can just dedicate this to reselling. Today I'm going to be taking pictures. So the original plan, I already took pictures of all of this stuff right here. You know, I am really trying to figure out a better way to do my packing. All right, now clothes, it's very easy. You just put them in these poly bags and you weigh them with these poly shippers. I make a lot of my own boxes, see? And it's been working out really good for me. But it is time consuming, and I do wish that I had, look at this. Actually, it turned out pretty darn good. And I label it just in case I forget. It's like, oh, that's a Power Ranger. Okay. You know, like, oh, hello. Don't go. You're not escaping. Making my own boxes takes a lot of time. And I wish I had, now tell me if I'm being unrealistic. I wish I had pre-made boxes in various sizes for, if I could guesstimate. It's like I have a bunch of VHS, there's camera bags, there's cameras, stuff that if I could just estimate the kind of sizes I'll need, that would be so much better, because I weigh and pack every package I do ahead of time so that my shipping label is accurate. But I know a lot of people, in fact, I posted a comment on Kevin Toomey's YouTube channel. On one of his videos, I was like, how do you estimate your shipping without actually packing everything up? Because I told him I was really frustrated with doing that. And he told me he adds, an X amount of ounces to various sizes of packaging, and he's he's rarely ever been overcharged for anything. So I would love to do that. If it turns out it weighs more, the post office will catch that, and then you just get charged a little bit more. Now I don't want to get charged extra. I'm overthinking a lot of this. I'm also using a ton of tape sometimes. That one, but sometimes I just want to keep it waterproofed. This is just thoughts I'm having. I usually package them ahead of time, and whenever someone orders them, they're ready to go. And that part I do save time on. So I guess I'm taking time up front, but when someone buys it, it's like ready to go right away. I guess that is very convenient. Maybe it's just a trade-off in time. But anyway, all these need to get pictures taken. I'm gonna do all of them right now. One of my viewers notices that I mention rain almost every time. Well, guess what, ladies and gentlemen? It has been raining today, and that makes this a glorious day. You know, one of my favorite movies from the 90s is Twister. And so maybe that's why I love it so much. And also the opening of Back to the Future Part 2, where it's raining and all those clouds. Anyway, gotta get to work. First up are these Army camo pants, actually Army issued. It's amazing how much this helps with all these like loose little threads. They're not loose, but they need to be shaved down. Let's see right here, in fact. Little morning shave for us. Highly recommend this thing. It's great and really helps make clothing just that much better, which, you know, anytime you can make it better, that's good. And here's the brand. I have a link in the description section with a bunch of tools that I use. You can go check those out. They are affiliate links, and if you buy them from there, I get a tiny percentage of that. But I do think these tools will help you. These are on there too, and a bunch of other stuff. Check it out. Much better. Gotta clean the slate. I do have to get a better material, so I don't have to do that every time I change clothes here. All right, let's just take a look at these groovy pants from the 70s. Now, I'm gonna have to measure this out really good because the measurements aren't on it. But there are some clues, like this. And Levi's Stop Pressed. This is a brand of Levi's from the 70s, I believe, with a little research I did. These things are funky. My father-in-law said, yeah, these were a big style in the 70s, so I've got someone from the time, but I also did some internet research, and I will do some more after I take pictures, and I'll straighten this out. But I just think this is a really cool one that I found at the Goodwill bins. I mean, can we just take a moment to appreciate the bell bottoms of it all? And that is that. Trying to get faster at this. I think that took me a couple hours. I'm really trying to get fast, but I also had to do some fabric shaving and, you know, just, I need to get faster. But you know what? It's done. I'm happy with that. So let's be positive here, yeah? Yeah. If you know me, you know me. Rain. Not just any rain, a thunderstorm. Whoa. It was a dark and stormy night.
It was a dark and stormy night.
All resellers were in their home, waiting for the storm to stop. But one reseller was pretty freaking happy about it.
Oh, look at that one.
Everyone's been saying to watch Harry Tornado, and I am just starting. I subscribed, and I'm already learning some stuff. This is good. This is my third video. I'm going sourcing tomorrow, so it's time to get some more information. These are entertaining. So let me just soak it all in. So tomorrow I can be like a Terminator and zone in on what I need to get. You know, I drop stuff a lot. Don't look at my shadow. Gina listed these. I put them away, go to bed. It's time to go sourcing tomorrow. Let's get in the game, you know? Good night. Now I'm armed with knowledge and determination. I head to Goodwill. Time to look for some clothing, all right? 25% off this day, even though I'm a little spoiled now because of the bins. I'm looking for Nike dry fit polos, golf stuff, you know? This is the season for it, but not at $10.13. It's ridiculous, but that's what I was actually looking for. Now, I did find this awesome retro, well, vintage alarm clock for only $4.92, and I comped it right there in the store. Take a look at what they're going for. It goes as high as like $30, but it's comfortably in $34, comfortably in the $25 range. So there are 19 out there. There have been 77 sold. That's an over 400% sell-through rate. I'm getting it for, yeah, I tested it and it's going good. Yep, it surfs the channels, it turns on. It's in pretty darn good condition. I'm happy with this one. Time to head over to the next place. I was jamming in my car like an idiot. I don't know what that move was. I was pinching some pennies or something. So Grace's Merry-Go-Round, that's a place I've found recently, relatively recently, and usually they have they have good deals like this, 50% off. Still keeping my eyes on Nike stuff today. I usually don't look for Nike stuff, but you can do well, but at like over $5, I just don't think it's worth it for me. On this particular sourcing trip, all of the Nike stuff was like $7 and up, and it's just, I'm not doing that, obviously. There's no point. I didn't see much in the DVD record section, but I did see Carmen Electra, Aerobic Striptease. Heading over to the Goodwill bins. You know the place. I got a late start today because Gina had a deadline for one of her clients, and you got to do it. Oh, holy crap. I think someone just lost a tire. I don't know. These numbers, they're running through my head, and I'm determined to get better at this, you know. Not only that, this is fun. It's like a challenge, like to get good as a reseller, no matter what people say. I noticed one thing, a lot of resellers have a lot of opinions, and that's okay. But opinions are just opinions. You know what I'm saying? Opinions sound like something you could put on a sandwich, okay? No onions, plenty of opinions. Gina and I are really good at jumping in, you know? We jump into the water fast. We have no problem doing that. But I think what we do is we stay in the shallow end too long. It's time to swim out there and embrace what it is we need to do to make this a full-time living. By the way, the bins from Grace's Merry-Go-Round is 55 minutes away, so this is kind of a nice road trip. But the thing about me is I really love road trips. So I'm going to take this 55-minute ride, sing some songs, and get focused. Let's go. All right, I'm here, and I've heard you guys. A lot of you are saying don't wear gloves so I can feel the quality of the clothes. Fine. I'll try that out today. It's just that sometimes it smells like a bear dying in the sun, but that's okay. We're going to try it out. I'm a germaphobe sometimes, but you know what? You got to get over that. I'm much better than I used to be, I'll tell you that. Ah, the smell of progress. No, right away I went for the clothing, okay? I was determined to find some good brands, and, you know, here's a Levi 505 with that on it. Picked a great day not to wear gloves. Take a look at this thing. You shouldn't trust people with face hair. It's kind of prejudice. With their hit songs, I Hope I Got the Job, and Reformin' This Morning. It came to $17.97. I got Break Heart Pass with this guy, Charles Bronson. Click, that's for Gina and I. I've been really wanting to watch that. It's so funny. Lord of the Rings, Return of the King, good condition, DVD, the extended edition. I got Return of the King and Two Towers. I just got to find the first one. I got this Nike Therma Fit. It's kind of heavy duty. I thought that was kind of good. I'm trying not to get LL Bean anymore, but I'll be honest with you guys, I was in a rush at the very end. Everything was closing down, and I got this LL Bean 3X Plus faux mock turtleneck. I got this Legendary Whitetails 5XL deer logo shirt. It's like a hunting sweatshirt hoodie. Got Levi cargo shorts. I got this sealed CGK linens. Thought that was kind of cool. Never used. And this was a gamble. This London Fog hoodie that you attach. It's a women's one. It still has the tag. Well, it's new. It hasn't been used. So I took a chance on some of these. At the very end, I was comping as I was going, but there was a certain point where I was just throwing stuff into the cart, and by the end, everything was closing down. I'm like, oh man, oh shoot, I was running out of time. I threw a bunch of stuff that I wasn't sure of, but everything was closing down. I just had to go, and I needed to grab some stuff. So this is what I grabbed. I feel fried. Does it always feel like this at the beginning? Look at that beautiful sun right there. It's gorgeous. So, looking around, Savers, always with the good brands. They really do have good brands, and they price it accordingly. And this is a new brand I learned about, Meissen and Maine, but at $11.99, couldn't do it. Savers is great when there's 30% off and up, but that's not very often. Today I was actually looking around at tennis rackets, see if I can find anything. I'm dipping my toes into that. This gigantic projector for $40 had an atrocious sell-through rate, but it was very interesting. And this DVD player, I thought, you know what, let me look this one up. It's working, and it was only $4.99. So I started doing some comping. 6 sold out of 106 that are listed. That's not good. That's a 5% sell-through rate, ladies and gentlemen. And the prices that it sold for vary a lot. Now this one went for $95.99. That's great, but there's such a wide array of how much it went for, and it's heavy and it would sit for a while, so I just didn't do it. And as is my habit, had to look at the DVDs. I'm feeling kind of defeated, but you should never feel defeated, because as long as you're bringing home something that will sell, that's a good day. But I'm wanting to bring so much more than I am, but today was not ideal, and I can point to the things that weren't ideal, like especially getting that late start, but I am feeling a little bit low from this trip, I guess. That's it. Now we've come to the top 3 takeaways of this episode. Takeaway 1, our goal is $60,000 a year. That's our initial goal on eBay, which means we need to list more. And I've said this before, it's been a real struggle listing more items a day. But our next goal is 10 items per day. It seems like a really big number, but I know that it's about muscle memory. You gotta just do it. And eventually it won't seem, I'm like stuttering there, seem like too much. No, I mean, if we just commit to 10 items per day, I think that will get us to our goal faster. Right now, we're not hitting the volume we need. I need to be sourcing for more items. We need to be listing more items every day. And also, I'm working on a schedule for, a day of listing, a day of sourcing, a day of whatever, prepping, all that stuff, so that everything feels more manageable. Takeaway 2, monthly store reviews are essential. We didn't review our store numbers until 3 months in, and we missed so much. Store reviews show you what's selling, what's sitting, and where to focus next. Do not make our mistake. Check your store every month. It's not like we weren't checking our store, but we weren't digging into the numbers, so do that. Takeaway number 3, education changes everything. So we are going to be, this very next week, investing in education from this prominent eBay guy named Tech in Sports. He's got a course on his Patreon. We're not sponsored by him, okay? But I do trust his knowledge. I want to learn as much as there is to learn. And I'm focusing it on a YouTuber that I think can really help us grow with our education. tech and sports. So we're gonna be doing that, and my plan is before every sourcing trip, also just almost every day I hope, is to be educating myself on what is selling out there. Gina and I actually took a course from Carry at Home. It was so helpful in getting us started and getting us like in a place where we could be organized with our SKU system and how we take photos and what to do about taxes and all that stuff. So I actually do recommend her course as well on Patreon. There's so many ways to educate yourself out there. We just got to make sure we're doing it. If you're enjoying the journey so far, hit the subscribe button. Tell me what your journey has been like in the comments section. I think the biggest way we learn is not just all the success stories. I think we can learn from mistakes. And if we can just share that in the community here, I think that makes a big difference. I'm wishing you guys all luck on your journey as well. I will see you in the next one.